podcast. Cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice rough draft.
My podcast is called According to Jordan.
According to Jordan.
But this is like our podcast, right?
Yeah.
So this is the guest.
Guest.
Yeah.
I like it.
Or am I the guest on your podcast? Or this is our podcast?
I feel like we're kind of both guests and hosts at the same time.
Alright. Shit, man.
We're pioneers embarking on a journey right now. A journey that you can kind of pay admission for.
Yeah.
But hey.
Alright.
We're here. I mean, 2020 is a year, man. I think
2020, we're already in it.
Yeah, and I feel like
we're good 50, 60 days in.
Yeah, that's enough reason to want to be like,
let's make it
talking
happen.
making it happen, talking about what needs to be talked about.
Today is the 16th. Yeah.
February.
Already there.
Yeah. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
Dude, I hung out with my family and we celebrated my nephew's 2nd birthday.
Sick. I'm so glad that you didn't say anything that had to do with Valentine's Day. Not that like.
Well, it's still a day of love, and you could love your nephew.
Yeah, exactly. It was more like, oh wow, cool, like a celebration that had,
Yeah, it was good actually.
Lo and behold.
Probably better than 50% of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That was
because even if you
pessimistic.
But even if you got someone, there's still 50-50 that like it's gonna be a bad.
Oh, it's a lot of pressure, kind of. It's a pressure day, dude. What's your most epic Valentine's Day ever? Epic, good or bad?
I don't know. Okay.
You don't have to answer.
I don't know if it was like Valentine's Day, but definitely I asked this girl out on a date, and I think it was for Valentine's Day, and like I just didn't make a move, I guess, and she was like,
so much pressure, dude.
Nah, I don't know. She said yes. I did everything wrong.
Yeah.
And then I went for the move finally, and she said, no, I think we should just be friends. And someone else that
That's okay, dude.
No, wait. Someone else that we had run into earlier, who was working, he basically like was asking like, oh, do you guys want to watch? Like she didn't want to watch a movie that I suggested.
Yeah.
After the movie, we ran into him. He suggested that movie.
Same movie?
She said yes.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So it's not even about the movie. You should just tag along and like.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
That's like just a bad. Yeah.
That sucks.
So it's just I think of Valentine's Day, and I don't think about that. But
you're like, fucking movie. Let's watch this movie. No, that sucks. That's weird.
No, I mean,
it puts things in perspective.
She preferred watching.
Either way, you saw
Let's
the movie.
Go to Prison.
Okay.
You know that movie?
No.
Let's Go to Prison.
I don't know a lot of movies.
You know Will Arnett? He's
I know Arnett.
He's the guy who does BoJack Horseman's voice.
Oh, okay. I don't watch that show very often, but I know it.
But you know the voice. You know the guy, right?
I've seen it. I kind of remember it.
What about the guy? Well,
is it Joe from Family Guy?
Yeah. No. Job from Arrested Development.
Nah, you lost me.
Alright.
I don't watch too many shows. I just watch my top 5.
Arrested Development, man. That one's really good.
I bet it is.
It's super good.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I've seen like probably at least 15 minutes of it.
Oh, I think the running gags are the best part of that show.
What are the running gags?
It's like just they keep making the same jokes in like different ways, like as the seasons pass on, and it's just like you become familiar with the jokes.
Yeah. And
it's like oh there's that joke again. It's because that guy pops up when that joke happens.
Damn, dude.
It's really well written, and even like the later seasons are they're weird, but they're still funny. But it's also like digital age, like Arrested Development in the digital age. I feel like they didn't know how to distribute their stuff, because it was like at the end of the serial release of like no one releases things serially anymore, right? Like every week release an episode.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like on TV, yeah, but like most people, like Netflix, it's just assumed like just
Oh,
put it all out
season.
there.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, huh?
So like
Dude,
Arrested
yeah.
Development, you can kind of see.
Dude,
that
TV
they
is
took-
crazy.
Yeah.
It's the time of TV, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
TV shows are where it's at.
I think. S-
As far as like the production's going into more, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, it's like I mean, movies are already like a.
movies are great.
They're Goliath already.
I actually don't watch movies very often.
Me neither.
I've watched many movies, but I don't watch them very often anymore.
Yeah, like
Because it's like 2 hours or 2.5 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's great, you know.
I just feel
The
like
last movie I saw.
I'm
Sorry.
very picky.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, I saw a movie with my family. I didn't know what to expect, which means I was probably underestimating it. And it was Roger Rabbit. Not Roger Rabbit. Roger.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, it was the movie about the guy named Roger who had a children's show.
Oh, it's
With
your
Tom
neighbor.
Hanks.
It's your neighbor.
Yeah.
Here's your neighbor.
And it was good.
Yeah.
It was touching. Because he
And-
was a nice guy.
And touching before Bill Cosby had to ruin the word.
But he's not Bill Cosby.
I know, but no, yeah, I'm just saying like people like
He
Bill
was
Cosby
cool, probably.
ruining the image of like the kind of sweater wearing, like just nice guy.
Yeah, like the guy who hangs with the kids,
Yeah.
has a kid show or something.
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby was a stand-up comedian. Dude, it's such a crazy story, man. Bill Cosby,
Yeah.
damn, dude. Fucking crazy. But anyways,
Yeah.
it's not new.
It's not.
It sucks though. That happened. That's the way it happened.
Yeah, definitely still reeling about the loss of Kobe for sure.
Dude, absolutely.
It's like every day, like I wake up and I think like, oh, that was a dream, right? Like that didn't happen. And
Yeah,
like it's weird. Like it's like so many days that's happened.
I know.
And now it's just kind of like just feeling like, wow, like all right, fuck, like he's gone, he's dead.
It's really crazy.
And it means nothing to me because like I don't know him. I didn't know him.
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like,
It's like I feel the loss, but I don't know how to recognize it in my life. You know?
dude, I remember being 8 years old or 10 years old or whatever, and hanging out with my friends, or maybe 12 years old, and I wasn't really into sports. So I'm like, fuck, we have to watch sports. But then when I watched him play, I was like, okay, I'm down. And he, you know, the way the Lakers, 2002
Yeah.
or whatever, like,
Yeah, dude. Like it was like
they were so good.
I didn't
And
realize.
like, he was like kind of like a perfect basketball player.
Yeah, it's like
He was so fun to watch.
I would never watch.
I'm not even a basketball guy.
Yeah, like I would never watch.
Although
the
I like
games.
it.
Like, it was always my brother who would put
Yeah.
the games on, and then I would just be passing by in the living room,
So
and
yeah.
I'd see it, and then I'd be like, I just start watching it with my family, and then we'd have a family moment. But then it was also like, holy shit, this guy's good,
Yeah.
and he's
He
making
definitely
this
was great to watch.
He made some unrealistic things happen.
Yeah. Like he kept it entertaining all the time.
Yeah, it's like
Not in like a showman necessarily, but like
a gladiator.
yeah, like a warrior, yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's crazy, you know, like people that probably watched him every day for 20 years. Not
Yeah,
every
man.
day, but every game he played, they probably watch, you know, some of his fans probably watched him every game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I cried.
I
And
watched-
I
dude,
had
yeah.
like such a weird. Like, I played basketball, and I felt like, yeah, like Kobe was definitely like. It was just so easy to just be like, yeah, Kobe is the best.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, he's just so cool because like, and then I was like watching some of his videos about like how he trained and stuff. It's crazy. And
What'd
just
he
like,
do?
well, I just thought it was interesting. Like, he said that like,
Like,
you
ice
know,
water
he's
with
fast,
shots.
but he wasn't ridiculously fast.
He was. He
he
just
was-
fucking knew how to move.
Yeah, he was like had a high vertical, but not like the highest vertical. He had like big hands, but not like great big hands.
So you had to compensate
So
for that.
yeah, so he was really skilled. He had to really rely on angles. He was saying in the video and like, and it's like true. Like when you see it, it's almost like
Yeah, it's like he's like this. Like,
yeah, like he's not as tall as Shaq. He's not as tall as Michael Jordan.
He's like, you can't fucking. Like,
And like obviously he's gifted. He had a lot of physical traits that, but to achieve that level, he really had to work super hard.
he like he engineered his body.
Yeah,
Kinda
like they even said like if Shaq could practiced like Kobe, which is like not to say that he would be better than Kobe, but like.
But it's like,
like
you look at what
yeah.
he achieved with someone of his stature. Imagine someone of Shaq's stature.
Yeah.
What kind of force would that be on the
Yeah,
on
so
the
he
court?
just like from the. It's interesting, you know. There's like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just so good. But I feel like it's the same in surfing, sort of. Like sometimes the skinnier guys need to get really good technique, and then in a way they become better.
So the people with more weight kind of just already have more balance because they.
Yeah, well, they can like push water around easily. So, for a skinnier guy, they need to be able to really get good technique to be able to get the same type of surfing done, and in a way, they almost look better.
They kind of like because it's like really slippery for them or something.
Well, it's just that I think I read something about that once a long time ago. But like I think in a surfing competition, if you can get a big turn in the big part of the wave and get like a big spray, you'll probably get a lot of points. But for a bigger guy, they don't need as much. They can kind of do that easier.
Yeah.
For a small guy, they have to really do it right.
Oh wow. And you could like fall just trying to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like way easier.
So I remember reading that once. It sort of reminded me of.
Man. Yeah, the homie
That
Josh,
discussion.
he surfs. He didn't tell me that part.
Yeah.
Holding out on me. That's awesome.
Dude, it's super sad, but like, I don't know. Maybe like in the afterlife, though, everyone will reunite. All the people.
I think after it's all over, it's gonna be okay. You know, like
it's super
I
sad.
don't know, like.
But there's a lot of love from the situation.
Yeah, and like, all right. So that comedian Ari Shafir, it's been what, like 3 weeks now since the incident.
Dude, Ari Shafir said that shit on Twitter, and then everyone got really mad.
It's like he's just a kid who likes burning ants, and he thought he found his like little opportunity. He always finds his little opportunity.
I guess that's what he does. Is he says mean things about people
like
who
an
just
insult
died.
Comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really get that though. Like what?
But I don't know. Like it was that joke wasn't even like there was no
It wasn't a joke.
There was no humor in it. It was just more like it was spite. It was just like spite.
Yeah,
with no
dude.
class
It was really
no tact, and it was not.
It was really
It was lowbrow. There was no point to it. Like you could have been funny. To be honest, all right, and I'll say this, like I do respect his idea. Maybe it's not his idea, but like the idea that when a tragedy happens, as a comedian, it's depending on what kind of comedian you are, that might be an exercise for you of like, how do I make
it funny,
genuine comedy arise from this tragedy by not being
well, I think the humor that people find in it is like it's such a somber time,
like
and then that's when like if you make a joke,
be...
then it's like it really kind of hits more because of the contrast of just the atmosphere.
It's gotta be.
So that's why, like, I guess he does it. Maybe is like it's like someone just died that people love, and then he just like it's just then you can just cut the air with like a fucking fucked up joke, but like okay, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like okay, like
I mean, it's just weird. Just like
it's just like he must not. I don't know, dude. He must not feel very good doing that type of humor.
Well, I know, yeah, that's what I think too.
Like
he must be kind of,
Like I feel like it's like.
Or he could be like.
She's really
who knows?
critical.
Who knows what he's like? But the thing that was interesting is what you're saying, like, just all the support.
I don't know, dude. I never listened to his comedy very much.
No, I don't like it. I mean, he can be funny, but it's weird. I don't think he has much control over it. I think he just wades through the shit that no one wants to look through in comedy. And he just makes his own shit sculptures, and maybe one of them is funny. Or maybe
but dude, what he said was really like fucked up.
Yeah, it was like
super fucked up.
And that
because it was just like
it was like doubling down. Like he replaced the tact in the class with just more like just the. So it's I don't know, like he's like method comedian. You know, he just like will not stop. He can't turn off the funny, but he's not funny.
Yeah.
That's what happened. But I think the cool thing
It
is that
was
like
weird.
people came
It
together.
was really weird.
People like fucking like. It's like the way I look at it is
when
like
you watch that, it's like whoa.
Dude, Kobe himself, just his fucking the memory of him made it so that like people stood up to Ari Shafir and were like, you know, yeah, they fucking threatened him, which you know people shouldn't do anything, you know, like just fucking their words.
Dude, his probably career's over.
Yeah, probably.
I mean maybe he won't. Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe people will forget. Who knows?
But
they'll remember to some extent.
I don't know. I wouldn't be too surprised if his career is just over.
He was also the amazing racist. In the 90s.
Yeah, so he pushes buttons.
So like he did that in the 90s, and you would think that his career was over, but he's still here. You know, like, people listen to him, I guess. Like, but he had to go on a social media, like like he removed himself from social media because it was just too much. Like people were like.
Here's a question: do you think he's legitimately gonna get beat up at some point?
He could if he doesn't play. If he's like a fucking idiot and just walks around and just like.
What if someone shoots him straight up?
If I were him, I would be not going out too often. I would be with friends. Like I would surround myself with people. I would, you know, like I would just fucking Postmates, Uber food. You know, like I would not go where someone.
Just Postmates.
Like all I need to know is like that you talk shit about Kobe. Who's this guy? Look up Ari Shafir. I know what that guy looks like. Dude. I'm never gonna forget what that guy looks like.
Have you seen all the murals
no
around LA?
No offense to Ari Shafir.
There's like several paintings and murals around where I live.
Oh yeah? Damn. That's a trip. I feel like I can't bear. I don't like watching the news coverage of stuff like that.
Dude, it's super sad. Like,
it's like these guys are just like, you know, they're improvising. They're like doing jazz with tragedy of news of Kobe Bryant dying, and they're like, and it's just you know, I have to go over my emotions a few more times to kill this airtime, and you know, it's when you think about the emotions that are conjured.
I know, right?
And it's like, man, just can we like fucking just stop everything and like can we just have an hour of like fucking just shut the fuck up, everyone, like the news, like just stop. Like I didn't want to hear any of it. Like, you know, just turn off all the TVs and like, it's fucking. I don't know. It was like it felt like another like world event like 9/11. And I'm not saying like.
Well, it's also because we live in LA.
Yeah.
And you played on LA Lakers for 20 years and it was like.
But it's
awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, even people who weren't from LA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To, like, and
but
like,
especially because we're in LA.
Everyone would be proud of that, you know. Like if you take away the fucking LA part of it, we all just celebrate like his accomplishments, you know, like.
No, dude.
You know, like
it's crazy. Like I've been like watching more of him, and I kind of took a break because, but I definitely think I would like. I'm gonna check out more of what he was about because like he's a fascinating individual.
It's like
such a such a unique person.
That Oscar
icon
trip. I did not. I like dude, he died, and then I heard that he won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Like
he's probably my favorite basketball player. So I'm not really that into know much about basketball, but. Like as far as what I know, he's like, my favorite.
Yeah, like when I was growing up, like.
Also,
Michael
I did
Jordan
watch
was
him,
the guy.
Yeah.
And then like.
Well, Michael Jordan is the guy.
Yeah, yeah. Michael Jordan was the guy, and then Kobe was starting out.
Yeah.
You know, like so it was like we didn't have a Kobe yet. You know,
yeah.
he was just starting.
Dude, but I just remember him doing those 3-pointers, dude, and like just sticking it, and also like just a great player, just like an excellent player, and I think he seemed like an awesome guy, dude.
Yeah, he tried really hard and everything.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad that like, you know, like, it's someone's trying hard that maybe kind of like, you know, he tried so hard, always.
Yeah.
That could have been his, like, his fatal flaw, like his character flaw. Like he's like like he could do anything, and it just kind of sucks that like I don't know. It's just bad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like ascribe any like meaning to it.
Well,
but
it's just
I
crazy.
Kind of feel that way.
How much of sports. How much sports can affect people. Like.
Yeah, like I had
like,
like random like memories with my family. I was like, what the, dude? Like it's just like he interrupted.
It's
those
such a
memories.
cultural. It's like an artist or something like really big.
Yeah, like I can't think of anyone else who could have died that would have had the same impact.
Yeah, like we watched him win and we watched him lose and we watched him.
And even if we didn't like his team, couldn't like fucking.
But it's like you can't deny that he was just such a solid player always. Dude, it sucks, man. It's interesting. Yeah. It's funny, like listening to his rookie season. It's great. Yeah, because like he seemed like he was kind of goofy at first a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Shaq, I heard this story that he was saying about like how like he was like sometimes like just like pretending to like do stuff like at practice and then like, just let him be.
Man. I've been watching a lot of his interviews where he's on talk shows.
Yeah.
I never really like thought to watch. Like I don't really care about like talk shows or people on talk shows. Tom York was on a talk show with Stephen Colbert, and it was kind of cringe-worthy. Like
why?
I liked it. I liked that he was there, but it was also that you could see the anxiety just like all over him.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like it ended up being kind of like weird funny.
With Colbert?
Yeah.
Colbert?
Yeah. So, and
Tom was nervous?
I think he was nervous, and he was also like he wasn't used to the way that they do things.
Oh.
Like the talk show thing.
Yeah.
And like all of his music is about like social anxiety because of fucking technology and just this weird like like distant relationships that we have in these kind of like infrastructures of like modern television and fucking music industry. Like it's like he just like passes through it all like like that's what his music is about, and here he is like on a talk show.
Oh, so you felt awkward about it?
Like I think he knew, everyone knew that he knew that everyone knew.
That is kind of weird that he's on a talk show.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like it's like I think that's how I went into it. Like, and it's not like I was trying.
Maybe
to
he was on drugs.
Nah, dude, he's just like the really introverted.
Do you think he does drugs?
I don't know. I kind of feel like he wouldn't.
I feel like he wouldn't too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like he needed to have a strong mind, and he couldn't have anything like like. I don't know, like maybe
he's tried it, but I don't get the impression he smokes or something like that.
Yeah, because I don't know. He's just very like wily with his behavior. Like he has so much energy himself. I sense, like to adding like any drugs to that seems kind of like that would be a fucking Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
And if it hasn't gone off, then it didn't go off.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, shouts out to Tom York.
Wow. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I think he's just very, I don't know, who knows if he fucking like killed a kid when he was 12 and just never told anyone, and it's like, that's why he fucking writes all the music he writes?
Maybe.
Who
Probably
the fuck
not.
knows, man? Probably not. That's not me saying that.
Dude, I love Radiohead.
Yeah, Radiohead's the best.
Probably one of the very influential bands.
Yeah, dude, like, my main influence probably. Johnny Greenwood is my favorite guitarist.
He's great.
It's like just this weird half. He's like the paranoid android. That's him.
The paranoid android?
Yeah, like his guitar playing is kind of just like this weird, almost mechanical, but it's like kind of like self-effacing type of mechanical melodies. Like,
who are your favorite guitar players?
Johnny Greenwood, and this is just by virtue of like my favorite bands, I guess. But Matthew Bellamy. But not because like I want to play like him.
I don't know them. I know Johnny Greenwood, but I don't know.
Matthew Bellamy is the guy from Muse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's actually really fucking crazy good, and he's one of my favorites just because it's like he's so good and he's such a good showman that like it kind of reminds me like, you know, you gotta give these guys a show. Like, you can't just be like, you know, you could, or you could fucking just kick ass like him. Like he does like the whole Slash and Axl Rose thing combined. Like that's how he is live, and he's actually like he fucking shreds. Like he does some crazy weird stuff, and he builds his own guitars. And Josh Homme from Queens of Stone Age has like this kind of just like natural kind of bluesy.
They're really good.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just something like it's just a fucking punch in the gut the way he plays guitar. Yeah, and I think that's
he is really good at guitar. Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else that like. You know, I tend to just like the people who are guitarists in the music that I listen to. So I guess I gotta expand that.
Do you like to go surfing?
I would if I knew how to.
Dude, I love surfing.
We should hit up Josh because he surfs there. Like he works as a surf instructor every day.
Really?
Most days.
I'd rather go surfing than teach surfing.
Oh my God. Well, you
No,
you can't teach surfing until you learn surfing.
Yeah.
How are you gonna learn surfing? How are you gonna learn how to teach if you don't learn how to learn?
Yeah.
You can't teach something you haven't learned.
Well, some of the best coaches are not the best players.
But they played the game.
Yeah, but they still know at the time.
Yeah.
And you could have an amazing music teacher, but not necessarily the best player.
Yeah, and maybe he got like cheated out of like this, like fucking the Beatles 2 fucking record deal, and then he's just like, kind of like what's that one movie with Ben Stiller and no, not Ben Stiller, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, Good Will Hunting.
I've never
It's
seen
like a Good Will Hunting type like music.
I'm not in that game, dude.
Huh?
I've never seen it.
What? Oh, well.
Sorry, but you can still talk about it.
Well, it's like a movie where this janitor dude, he's like a brilliant mind, and he solves this problem that no one has been able to solve since like forever or whatever, like 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he just passes by it and like he does it, and then no one in the guy's class can confirm that they did it, and then they find out that it was him. And, so that's what the movie's kind of about. Like, kind of like that's the character portrayal.
That's great.
Yeah, so I was just using that to imagine like a guy who's like in music school, but he just kind of like he just ended up not where he needed to be with such a brilliant mind in music.
Damn, dude.
Good Will Hunting. Goodwill. A Requiem for Will. That's what that's gonna be called. Make that up. I'm writing it. It's up here.
Wow. Dude, so what's up? What's going down?
Yeah, with all this, or like just like in life, or
do you like to eat healthy food?
I wouldn't say that I have like a really strict criteria on food.
What do you eat?
Just kind of like whatever, like, you know, pasta, fucking salad, eggs,
Nice.
chicken, rice, beans, vegetables. Just kind of like a little bit of everything, just from what, you know, like
I love Mexican food.
yeah, man. Dude, actually, I really like Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking bomb. I will never get sick of it because I
I
haven't.
know,
got
it is
sick
pretty
of it.
good.
I haven't got sick of it, not once. Even when I'm sick of it, I'm like, okay.
It's still pretty good.
I'll
Yeah.
still have one more. That's the last one.
Dude, that's great. It's fun to eat food.
Yeah. For real, man. Like, I could eat some food right now.
What are you gonna eat?
I don't know, whatever's at home.
Dude,
Cup noodles.
there's so many things out there.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't know where to start. I wish, I wish they still had home ec. They got rid of that shit.
So how long did it take to make this EP?
It's weird because, like I was saying, the earliest the song that was started on earliest is "It's Time," and that one kind of spanned like 4 years ago, let's say. Then I wrote "When You Know You Know," and then I wrote
4 years ago.
Yeah, and that was like "When You Know You Know" was like 3 years ago, and then I wrote I kind of wrote daily news with a friend, but it was just like a fragment of an idea, and that was like a year, and then 6 months after that, I made the Existence Transmission, the song, the first one, and then I finished Daily News, and then I rediscovered It's Time. And I was like, whoa, this, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna put it with these two, fucking, oh, When You Know You Know, fucking, cool, these feel right.
Yeah, dude.
And then I just released it.
Do you want to play a show with it?
Yeah.
What do you think of doing it for a show?
I think it'd be cool to do like something like you know the Federal. The Federal's like this
like the Fed?
No, like this is bar in North Hollywood where they have a restaurant on the bottom, but upstairs, like you gotta go around the back, there's like a upper patio with another bar and a stage, and they have like open mics, and they have weekly like indie nights, whatever. And I guess that could be a nice little place where it's like you could probably get like a for sure gig.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and I feel like there's always like a crowd for one of the bands, you know, like.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that way. It's like a little circuit that you kind of like get a little live buzz, I guess.
Yeah.
But mostly I want to like do more like opening up for other bands and give out merch type of scenarios. You know, like one night, do the performance, chill there and just hang out with people and just mingle and network and see if you know, like just make connections with like, I don't know, flyers, like posters, sell stuff, I don't know, whatever. But I kind of want to have a little community-oriented, like, little hangout kind of thing.
I got you.
Like, I'd rather focus more energy on doing stuff like that than having more and more shows.
I got you.
So, like, so that's kind of, like, what I'm geared towards. Because then I think it'd be easier to, like, focus. Like, if I want to open up for a band, it might just be as simple as like going up to them with an EP when I go to one of their shows and be like, hey, I'd like to open up for you guys. Like, you guys ever blah blah blah? Here's my number in there, like.
Yeah.
And then they might call, you know.
Yeah. That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, because if they hear it and they're like, oh shit, this is actually like, 'cause like a musician will at least understand. A lot of people tell me that the quality is like bad, which I understand why they say that. But it's also like, I don't know. It reminds me of when I didn't like the Beatles, some of their earlier stuff, because it sounded older than everything else. Like, why would I listen to this older stuff? Like, it's just like, it's worse quality. Like, why?
But then it's the Beatles.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I feel like it's like the same.
But it's also they were doing it at the best quality they had.
Exactly. I was doing it the best quality I had.
Yeah.
Like, with these skills.
Yeah.
Which is none.
Yeah. I mean, I think it sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy enough with everything I've released. It's always been something that satisfies me. Like, that I'm like, cool. Oh, man. These guys are fucking summoning the fucking Lord of the underworld.
Demon, well,
and I want to party with them.
It'd be fun to do a show if you want. If
Yeah, definitely. Dude, like, and I was even thinking it'd be interesting maybe getting like a DJ who could like program certain sounds, like so let's say we can't get a bassist or something, or a guitarist or whatever, or a keyboardist. They could be triggering the keyboard part, and
Yeah.
that way they don't have to be playing keyboard.
Yeah.
You just like trigger it, and then you'll be playing drums, I'll be playing guitar, and cause like I'm down to like have any outfit work, just so that like, you know,
Yeah.
like I'd rather like focus more on like, oh, it'd be dope if we could like have not outfits, but some sort of aesthetic that we're trying to go for. And I don't really know what that would look like, but I also kind of like encourage it to kind of like, you know, let's embrace the fact that we're like kind of performing, and like utilize, you know, the context of, you know, I don't know, like a projector screen would make things dope, but I'd want to have my own projector screen.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I got with that idea. So
Be epic, dude.
I want to be like crafty as fuck.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I know you'd be down.
Nice.
Dude, this guy.
Very,
Solid guy.
very good.
Man,
Alright.
it's so cool fucking meeting you through Josephine.
Oh, yeah.
That was random.
We
but,
met through the girl that I met in class.
Yeah.
Singer,
that's
Josephine. Josephine.
What class?
Songwriting.
Songwriting.
Yeah, it was the best class I ever took, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great class.
That's cool, man. That's the kind of shit.
Great teacher.
Dude, I was.
But then they switched him with someone else.
Oh.
Because he was too real, I think.
The whole bait and switch.
Dude, he knew what he was talking about, but he was kind of harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was critical about like your fucking like, yeah, this shit's fucking.
Well,
like,
dude, I wrote some pretty shitty songs in that class.
Dude, I was studying music for 2 years before I spent 2 years transferring to UCLA, where I didn't study music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Damn.
But I was in those classes when I was deciding like, I should not do music here, like, because this is like, it was more depressing, because it was like no people.
Where?
At Pierce.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I went to Pierce.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The whole, or just a few classes or something?
I did my AA there to transfer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 AAs.
Nice.
AA,
bitch.
AA.
Alcohol Anonymous.
Yeah.
I got my AA. Going to an AA.
I completed it so hard. I got 2 AAs. So I got 2 meetings to keep all the AA in.
So, it's crazy, dude. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Life. So many things to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, what else?
Hip-hop.
What else is going on? Hip hop. Oh man,
I feel like I have got to learn more about hip hop.
Yeah. Same.
I feel like
Reluctantly though.
it'd
Like, I
be-
feel like I'm reluctant about it.
it'd be cool to get more things, musical instruments, one day.
Here?
Just in general.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I want to get like I want to have one like. I want to have a room that just is, you know how like Guitar Center has like guitars, but they're all guitars. I want to have different shit.
Yeah.
Like, but like the way Guitar Center is like.
Dude, here's a conversation that I think about. So I play drums.
Yeah, you fucking kick ass, bro.
You too, bro. Thank you. But I don't really
This guy.
play that many like beats,
Oh, I see.
and I think I should. I think I want to.
This would be a good opportunity to like kind of just.
But
like just kind of like morph force or
Yeah.
what's the word I'm trying to say, like kind of just morph to the structures that I'm kind of, because it's like exactly like what you do as like the kind of like syncopating, just kind of like, you know, complex rhythm. That's the stuff I couldn't program and that I can't play, but that I, you know, wish I could bring to the music.
yeah,
So it's like
I like doing it when you're actually playing on a pad, opposed to making a loop. Although they're both good. I mean, they're both right. Like, cause that's how.
like for like the drum patterns or.
Yeah, like if you make drum patterns by like actually playing them, and
Yeah,
then you can
dude,
make loops out
that's
of
what,
them.
dude.
Not that I'm against loops,
Freaking no, like.
but like I gotta, you know, there's so many opportunities if you just think about it a little differently.
Yeah, like what was.
Or I don't have to.
No, well,
Shit, I
2
don't have
drummers. One could be an electronic pad.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be on an electronic pad, but I don't have those instruments. But you know, one of those it's like a 6 pad.
Yeah.
That's like what, like $100?
Yeah.
I'd be down. Cause I have this one song where I have like it's like weird. It sounds like Arcade Fire meets Radiohead.
Mm.
And it's like boom 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 boom, and it's like a dark beat, and it's kind of almost like microtonal too. And I have this little like 80s retro drum sound machine. It's like those sounds that you hear in like 90s hip hop songs. You know, just like the kind of like weird little toms.
Yeah.
Like digital toms and like the little like bells.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds kind of almost like 80s. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like a weird like little juxtaposition.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like it's like, I don't know, like it's like a flavor I've never heard before.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I know.
31 flavors.
Imagine actually hearing it, like
Yeah.
the actual song, instead of like my fucking blabbering about it.
Oh man.
That'd be pretty nice.
Dude. I'm gonna eat some food.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Trying to wrap it up.
I'm just thinking about where's a good place to get food.
Oh.
What do you like to eat?
There's a place. Oh, actually, I don't know what time it is right now. It's like what, 8-ish?
I don't know.
I don't even know. My phone and my tablet are dead.
Really?
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Forgot to feed them.
What is it? Hawaiian?
What?
Is it Hawaiian?
Hawaiian? What?
The restaurant you're talking about?
Oh no, there's a food truck. It's they do Mexican food.
Wow.
But yeah, I always get a burrito from there.
Yeah. Dude, so where did you make your music on? What program?
Logic.
Yeah.
And it's funny actually, like that had nothing to do with the band name.
Oh.
But I'll take it. And it kind of sucks that there's a rapper named Logic, but I think he'll understand. He won't. I don't think he'll be like upset. I think he'll just be like, no, he's using the idea Logic. Obviously, he doesn't mean that I'm in his band. You know, like some people are telling me like that's gonna be a thing. I'm like, what? Like, what the? You swear like Logic? Like, I think Logic would just be like, you guys are seriously trying to fucking get money out of this kid? Like, this is seriously something you guys are fucking doing? And then you'd be like, go ahead, little man, use the word Logic. And it's like not even gonna be signed in paper, but it's gonna be like, bro, like, you guys saw.
Yeah.
Logic himself said, I think we'll use it. So,
You should
he's
ask
in my
him.
band now.
That would be sick if you collaborated.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I could keep up with his raps. Pretty slow. Yeah, what else is there? Dude, alright, on Sherman Way, there's like a few like Thai restaurants or something. That's fucking bomb. You get like a bomb ass, like for $10, like one of those shrimp, garlic shrimp, spicy garlic shrimp, little fucking
Burrito?
no, like a soup, and it's like they have like the little Bunsen burner thing in the middle, and it's like all heat. It's like
Sounds good.
It's a whole fucking. It's a show.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's really good too. Shrimp, mushroom, garlic, some shit. Like I don't know. But oh my god, I'm getting hungry.
Nice, dude.
Oh man.
Well, dude, I think that's good, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the music is out now?
Yeah.
It's out, dude.
Oh yeah. So just go ahead and Google The Existence Transmission and check out our
Oh, shit.
I'll say it. Our EP, Logic and the Syllogisms. Logic isn't here right now. We're just.
But I didn't record it.
But he's gonna.
But I appreciate that.
You don't want to know what he's gonna do. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good drummer. But yeah, The Existence Transmission, and yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.